Sixth graders, lesson 2.2 is on rounding and estimating decimals. So we're going to talk about starting with a decimal number, and I like to use money as the decimal number because it's probably the most common decimal number that you're going to work with when you get older. Okay, so look at these numbers: $7.20, $10.75, $5.80. What we are going to do when we're estimating is to round them to the nearest whole number, which means round them to the nearest dollar and add them up. Okay? So, what's the nearest dollar amount for $7.20? What's the nearest dollar amount? Well, if you need to know how to do this, you look at the number that's behind the ones place. So here's the ones place, $7. And look at the tens place. If the tens place is 5 or higher, then we round up to the next dollar. If it is lower than 5, for example, 2 is lower than 5, then we round it down to the whole number. So that means we would round this to either $7 or $8. Which one is closest to $7.20? $7. So we round this one to $7. What whole number amount is closest to $10.75? Okay, $10 or $11. Since the tens place is a 7, we would round this to $11. Yep. And $5.80. So again, we look at the tens place. Should we round it up to 6 or down to 5? Jacob?
6.
6. And then add these up. 7 plus 11 is 18, plus 6 is 24. So $24 is our estimate. And all you had to do is add whole numbers. And I know you can add whole numbers. I've been doing that since 2nd grade. Okay? So we're going to add the whole numbers together. Or, if this was a subtraction problem, we could subtract the whole numbers. Okay? We're rounding to the nearest whole number. We're not rounding this to 10, and this to 10, and this to 10. We're rounding to a whole number. So we're going to look at the tenths place to decide where to round it.
Are we adding?
And then in this case, we're adding up. Yep. Now, there's another method that you're going to use. And in this case, if you have all the numbers that are kind of close to a whole number, you will count up the numbers and multiply. Like this. Since 4.3 is close to 4, 4, 4, and 4. These are all close to the whole number 4. Okay? So we can get the answer by adding 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Or, this is what multiplication is all about. 4 times 4. There are 4 4s. So if we do 4 times 4, we can get the answer by multiplying. Alright? Here's another example of that. 5.46, 4.83, and 5.6. What are these all kind of close to? They're all close to 5. The other one's, that one's kind of close to 6. But for clustering, you could round this to 5, 5, and 5, and then do 5 times 3 to get the answer. Since there's 3 5s, you could do 5 times 3. Okay?
15.
15, yep. Now, you do the same thing for multiplying, and by rounding to the nearest whole number, or using front-end estimation. But for division, what do we do for division when we're estimating? Aiden?
We estimate it, then we divide it.
Yeah, but with division, we use compatible numbers. Numbers that divide without a remainder. So, look at these numbers. 8 and 57. What numbers are compatible? What numbers are close to 8 and 57 that divide evenly? Krista.
I was gonna say 9 and 56.
Okay, 9 and 56 are compatible. 56 divided by 9 is, wait, 54 divided by 9,
54.
right?
Yeah.
That's what you meant. 54 divided by 9 is compatible.
6.
And that's 6. Or, if we left this at 8, what's compatible with 8? Bella?
56.
56. Yep. So 56 divided by 8 would give us a good estimate. Either one of these would be acceptable, because both of them are pretty close to the numbers that we're starting with. Okay? Aiden?
No, 10 and 60.
Well, 10 and 60 would also give us 6, wouldn't it? So that would be acceptable. Those are compatible. 60 divided by 10. The point is to use compatible numbers, numbers that divide evenly without a remainder. Okay? Let's go to your assignment for today. We're going to start with addition. Round and estimate. So we're going to round to the nearest whole number. That means we're going to look at the 10th place to decide where to round it. 7.3. Should we round 7.3 to 7 or 8?
7.
Good. 7. Plus. Should we round 21.6 to 21 or 22?
22.
22. 7 plus 22. Bella.
Do 23.
Well, if we did 23, that's going 2 away. So we should, this number, 21.648, or 21 and 648 thousandths, is between 21 and 22. That's why we would need to use one of those two. Okay? Division. We have to use compatible numbers. Compatible. What's compatible here? What's this really close to? What whole number?
3.
No, 11 and 96 hundredths is close to 12 divided by 3 and 25 thousandths. What's compatible with 12?
3.
3. Right on. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Yay, math. Okay. 9. Look at the, now in this, we're using multiplication, so we're going to round these using front end estimation so that we can multiply easily. Okay, so now we're only going to use the front number. 9 and 84 hundredths. Round that to 9 or 10? 10. It's closest to 10. How about 51 and 263 thousandths? Round using front end estimation. 50. Yep. It's between 50 and 60. And it's closest to 50. 10 times 50 is 500. Okay. So far so good. 2/10. What should we round 1 and 29 hundredths to? 1 plus 38 or 39?
38.
Yep. Because we're using a whole number when we're adding or subtracting. This is between 38 to 39. And we would use 38. 6.4. 6 or 7? 6. 1 plus 38 plus 6?
45.
39 plus 6 is 45. Questions? Yeah, we can do this. Let's do another multiplication, because that's the one that's different. You use front-end estimation for multiplication. So, 71 is between 70 and what?
80.
And 80. So should we use 70 or 80? And should we use 90 or 100? 70 times 90. 7 times 9 is, and put the zeros in the answer. Oops. Right. Let's do a subtraction. Now we're using the whole numbers, nearest whole numbers. 58 minus 20. Yeah, that's, should we use 22 or 23? 23. 58 minus 23 is 35. Right?
Yep.
Whole numbers. 3. 3. This should round to 3. This should round to, let's see, 7.6 should round up to 8. 0.9 should round to 1. And this is adding. So this is 3 plus 1 plus 8 is 12. Let's do one more with compatible numbers, division. We have to look at front-end estimation when you're doing division. So, 24 could round to 20. We could also round, maybe round to 25, because 25 can be multiplied, you can count by 25s easily. Now, let's find some compatible numbers to these. What does 20 go into?
4.
The number close to this.
2.
No, 524 and 2/10. Would it go into 500?
Yes.
Okay, we could use 500.
Would also go into 25 would also go into 500.
25 would go into 500, so maybe we should use 500, or this is really close to 525, isn't it? So we could get a really good estimate if we used 525. It goes in, 25 goes into 100 4 times, doesn't it? Because 4 quarters equal $1. 25, 50, 75, 100. So, if you have 500, you have 5 times 4, which is 20. And if it went in one more time, that would be 21. Or, if we count by 20s, how many 20s fit into 100? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 5 20s make 100. So how many 20s would make 500? 5 times 5, 25. Both of those are good estimates. Okay?
What do we do in the back?
So there's some examples how to use estimation to add, subtract, multiply, and divide decimal numbers. Okay? Now you're going to go to the back side and do 1 through 18 on the practice side, okay?
Whoops.